And welcome to Hudson Mills Metro Park, coming to you from Dexter, Michigan for the Massasauga Open 2023 edition. I'm Noah, here in the studio with my mans Cav and Chili. Gentlemen, how's it going today?
Going good, man. How you doing, Cav?
I'm real excited to be here and see some good golf.
Yeah, so this is the combo course layout here at Hudson Mills. If you don't know Hudson Mills, it has 24 holes, multiple tee pads, champ baskets on several holes. But one of my personal favorite tournament directors, Doug, he likes to make a brutally hard course here, featuring a few temp holes that zigzags back and forth between the two courses. And it really is a challenge for our shooters here. We're going to see some new interesting holes you haven't seen here in the coverage before. But yeah, let's get a look at our players here. First, we got Darrin Harrison. He has 1 win on the year and 5 out of 10 second place finishes. Marty Peters, only his second event of the year. Luke Taylor, only 18 years old, 6 out of 12 wins on the year and has only missed cash once. And Noah Moorehouse, one of our local boys, is over $2,100 in winnings on the season. So yeah, Cav, why don't you take us to hole 1 here?
Hole 1 is going to be a monster hole 1. It plays as a par 4. You got to have a straight tee shot that just hooks slightly left here. And you're going to see perfect drives land about at the basket and have a natural skip up into the left. Getting a 2 on this hole is very difficult, but possible.
Good. So first up on the tee here, Luke Taylor, our youngest competitor on the day. Oh, yeah, looks like that one's fading out left way too early. Got something there. Next up on the tee, Noah Moorehouse. Great name, by the way.
Local hero.
Yeah.
He's very familiar with this layout, too. We've played it many Tuesday nights with him.
Yep. Noah's been with the Tuesday here on Singles League for a long time. He's helped cut this layout out several years going now.
Yeah, so Doug in his Tuesday League, our tournament director for the event, he likes to set up his traveling sanction league to play whatever course the big tournaments are playing on that weekend. Give all our shooters a little practice round.
Yeah, I really like that he does that. It allows you to play the course in advance and get practice.
So Darrin's showing pretty much the perfect shot there, and that's parked for the short basket. You're going to love that long attempt there. And he's really pushing that outside boundary as long as you possibly can. That big tree in the back right in the center there is kind of your marker where you want to be heading left.
Yeah, and he ended up in some trouble here.
Yeah, Marty's a little out of position.
Going for the overhand there.
Pretty good. Yeah.
Well, you got right to the edge of that berm there. Should have a look. It's going to be a long run for it.
Yeah, he's going to be unobstructed to get up to approach the basket, but he's going to have a hard time getting it in from there. Looks like Luke's got a little bend out here. His was a little high and inside out of his hand. Did it bounce right then? Yeah.
Yeah, it got a double kick.
Mm-hmm.
A little plinko action, if you will.
It seems like on the right side, though, it kind of saved him, and now he's got a bit of a straightish shot, if not a very easy way to approach it here.
Yeah, it opens up your options to fly right at the short pin.
Yeah, and also shout out to my man Chili here doing double duty commentary and catch cam.
Oh, is this you on the camera?
Yes,
nice
sir.
Work, buddy. I love Noah's dog's shirt here.
Yeah, what is this company?
I'm not sure. It may be seeking a sponsor. Place your sponsor logo here. Right now, he sponsors dogs, or is sponsored by dogs.
That's my dog.
That's my dog. Okay, here's Darrin for his eagle look, actually. Going up the hill here.
Yeah, really tough to get up there into the circle that's up on top of the hill there. But really, yeah, you would just want to give that AM basket a run. That's about all you can do on this hole.
Ooh. Good bid there.
Yeah,
for
drew a little basket there.
For the birdie.
Oh,
Marty's signature forehand.
That's a pretty sweet little look, actually. Through the leaves, he almost had it anyway.
Yeah, those bands are looking wide up there today.
Oh,
hate
wow.
to see it.
Pro side and everything.
Yeah, pro side with the AM side spit out. That's an odd one. And it converts for his easy par 4.
Yeah, from Darrin's perspective, like, once you've cleared all of the difficulty of the hole, it's so easy to just say, I could just tap that right up there and get a stroke on some guys.
Yeah. He actually gave it a good run, though.
He did.
It's such an uphill, but
It really is. His putting style actually helps afford him a good look at that too.
Yeah, so on to hole 2.
Yeah, so hole 2 is monster hole 2. We're still on the monster course here. It's a bit of a kind of a, choose your poison. You can throw a nice slow backhand around the outside or down the middle. A lot of these guys are probably going to opt for slower moving forehands that kind of hit and sit. Darren's going backhand up the middle.
Ooh, yeah, got local with it, and it's going to work out beautifully.
He's kind of showing that gap there. There's a couple trees there in the last couple of years that have fallen out from some storms, and that shot's gotten a lot more reachable from there.
Yeah, they did a lot of clearing this past year, just opened everything up.
Yeah, there's been a lot of complaints coming into the Metro Park system here in Metro Detroit about lack of care for the courses, but Hudson Mills is looking beautiful here.
Yep. They've really done a good job. And here's Noah just showing the experience. I know he's aced this hole before. Super slow movement with his glow firebird there, just letting it come back right on time.
Yeah, big flare right at the basket. That one that was a beautiful run.
Marty's got great height there. He dropped that at the perfect distance, 250 feet exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't get much better than that right there.
Yeah, Marty's probably the oldest player in the open field on this event.
Sure.
Yeah, playing against a teenager here.
Right, we've got the battle of the ages here as he zips one in at 40 miles an hour.
Cash is the birdie from the rough.
Well done, Luke.
Yeah, these kids, they just keep getting younger and better, and it's both
Truly.
Scary and amazing to see.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, they're starting at such a younger age.
Right.
true.
So many of us grew up playing baseball and things like that, and we have these baseball arm slots and things like that ingrained into our mentality. These guys are growing up playing frisbees, and they're learning how to throw it right from a young age. There's nothing to change or adjust.
And it shows.
But hey, we're talking right through a star frame here, so
Beautiful.
Hey, good job from our card here.
Yeah, well done. And we had a little bit of backhand action, a little bit of forehand action. I love that.
And we skip across the road here to Monster 15.
That's right. So this is a little bit later on in the course. The traditional play here is going to be a backhand, right hand, sharp spike hyzer that sits somewhere before this tall grass that you can see. Anything that hits short is going to jump up 10 or 15 feet.
Yeah, if you see there is a path to the left. This time of year, that is treacherous territory. Every now and then somebody's feeling froggy and decides to go for it. But
My favorite gap on this. I
yeah,
gotta be
you
honest.
would shoot that gap. But usually you're just going to see the big hyzer spike.
That's right. It's your percentage play
Yes, for
for
sure.
these pros. Luke's shown the perfect height there for that stall. He just needs to, yeah, exactly. It's a little bit left, but that's well within his wheelhouse.
Yeah, and usually when somebody shoots it up the middle, it's preceded by, or if it comes right after somebody says, "Hey, want to see something dumb?" Favorite thing to hear on the disc golf course.
Noah pushed his a little bit flat and straight there. I think it ran out of steam just before it could get around that last pine.
Yeah, and also Darrin here. I love his shirt. So everybody's always asking me where I get my shirts from, and his shirt is from the same company that I'm a T-shirt of the Month Club subscriber to Into the AM, and I recognize his from their website.
All right.
A little free plug there.
Now I'm not sponsored or anything. They just make great shirts.
That's what I'm saying. Free plug for the company.
One right now.
Oh, Darrin just ran out of gas there. Just maybe a half rotation of less spin than he needed.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That's Marty wearing the shirt, not Darrin.
Yeah.
A big long putt for Marty there too.
No. So here's Luke. He's actually probably only a step outside of the circle. But as you get away from this one, you kind of go down the hill and you get some weird footing there.
Yeah. There's always something to deal with once you overshoot back there.
No. That was a great putt on his part too.
Yes.
These baskets have been doing our boys dirty here so far.
Yeah, it should be an easy tap in. 2 for Noah. Oh, I'm sorry. That was first par.
Yep.
There's Darrin for the tap in. Darrin actually played both days. I played on the card with him the prior day.
Nice. All right. Well, there's Luke showing the tower shot on this one. Moving on to hole 16. So this is a 390-foot par 3. You're going to see probably a couple of schools of thought here. Most of the guys that have been playing this a long time will throw a big hyzer over the road there and just let it work back, kind of pick your distance at 390. Other guys will throw the straight shot. Lefties, sidearm dominant players will just try to get one holding straight long enough to kind of fade down the hill and be in the circle.
Yeah, I don't see it. Don't see anything too fancy coming up.
Come on, hurry.
Lefties throw a flex shot.
Yeah.
Also, this is the Massasauga Open, that long grass between the fairway and the road. that is known to be the Massasauga rattlesnake's nesting ground. Not so much here, but a few holes before. It's the same kind of rough right along the road. Monster hole 14.
And
yeah, watch
17.
out. Yeah, so watch out if you're ever there.
Yep.
Also, the Eastern Massasauga is Michigan's only indigenous venomous snake. Little fun fact for the kids.
Tidbit there. We got Luke putting a real hurt on this one. I think it's a little bit high and left of where well, that's why Luke's throwing the disc.
Yeah.
And you stand corrected.
Perfect
Yes,
shot
just-
from Luke there.
Just overshot it a little bit. Great run, though.
Yeah, that was a bona fide ace run. I'm going to say it. There's Noah taking his time here, making sure he's got the wind read right. He's going to throw the wide route as well. Doesn't.
Not happy with it, but that should hook up and come back.
I think it was a little wider than he intended, but wide is always okay here. Oh no, it's a little left than he
yeah, he
would.
chopped
Yeah, it
it.
must have popped right out of his
He
hand.
tricked the
then.
cameraman.
You sure did.
Trick does all. But no real damage here. You know, he's taking a bona fide run at that and safely 5 feet away, so sure he would have liked an in the circle putt there. What can you do?
Yeah, I'm sure some of these guys will, because this is one you probably should be touring.
Yeah, it always kind of ends up feeling like a bonus because the circle ends up being really big down here that they mow. It feels like the circle should be smaller, but if you're in the short grass, there's no guarantee. Again, Luke probably at the edge of the circle here, in spite of being in the tall grass.
Ooh, man. Doesn't even matter. He's cashing.
Cleans this one up. And for what it's worth, he did hit about the same putt on the last one. It just decided to squeak out.
Yes. Yeah, he ran that last one up a little high, but it caught plenty of chance it should have dropped.
Right.
And just
Yeah, a
clean
couple
up
birdies,
bars.
couple pars for our fellas here.
So our next hole up here is going to be the first one of the temporary or combo holes, as Doug has kind of added to the course here. This one comes in at a dead even 300 feet with a couple of out of bounds issues to kind of have to deal with down as you get here. This path that blue disc was in is actually out of bounds, and so is the road there. So you really do need to place a shot here relatively close to the circle if you're trying to get a birdie.
Yes, I'd like to note that you do not have to cross the road. The road just kind of plays as a river road, as I like to refer to them.
Concreeks, as we
Concreeks,
called
I like
them in
that.
Alabama. Yeah,
Okay.
It's George Ward
Like
Park
it.
there. That's a Tom Monroe special.
Oh. Concreeks and River Road.
That's right.
Let us know which one you like better.
I like
Tie me and
concretes.
Cavill arm wrestle over it.
Leg wrestle.
Oh, leg wrestle. All right.
That was a good bid there from Marty. It was a little left, but it had the distance. The distance check is what you need to make sure that you're not going to be in that concrete.
Yeah, also, if you're the person who vandalized Doug's signs he had made for this Get Bent loser.
Huge jerk. Darren's got the perfect shot there. That's exactly what you want. Just over the wooden fence there, curling around for a slightly uphill putt that's usually safe from the wind. That's just perfect.
I feel like Nobin needs to change the number on his shirt. You gotta have a 1.
That's what you're looking for, you know. Well, he's gonna play the skip shot here, but that brings the road into play.
And yeah, it looks like it just teased and came back in bounds on the short side of the road. Ooh, and saved by the fence post there.
Not so bad. A little magnet action.
Yeah, some old school magnet there. Wonder how long he's been.
I didn't
putting
know
with that.
wood was magnetic.
Hey. I think there's a chance that Noah may have been out of bounds. He's marking himself at the closest point as on the far OB there.
You know, I believe it rolled out and
It's a
came
birdie!
Hey, yes.
He was in. So
Yes.
well done, Noah.
He was
Yeah, I
on
believe
the
it just
edge.
curled out and came right back in.
Benefit to the player, folks.
He was probably walking up and not knowing what the situation was until he got about 10 feet from his disc.
Oh, you know that.
Oh no!
No way. That seemed like it
No.
came out just a half rotation slow, or just a little bit not spun up enough from Luke there, and it just walked right off of the cage.
Yeah, it should be an easy.
Yeah, worst result that could happen there.
It's a tough. Yeah, that's 2 strokes the wrong way. And again, it's not like he's not playing well. I mean, he's throwing the disc incredibly well right now. The baskets are just not reflecting that. And there's multiple baskets on this course too. You go from looking at bands to looking at regular old school. I believe these are chain stars.
Yeah, so these are chain stars. These are Doug's temporary baskets that he puts in for the temporary holes. The course is The course is fitted with Innova disc catchers.
Yeah. And so, you know, at this level, that's something these guys really can't think too much about. You know, you've got a distance of, you've got a set of chains to hit.
They're not those prodigy baskets, so just putt on them.
That's right. Don't want to overlook a really great bird drive and putt there from Darrin. Well done on the birdie. That's exactly how to execute the hole.
And now we go back across the road for our next temporary hole.
This is T2 at 375, and boy, guys, it really does feel longer than that every time, doesn't it? But it's pretty much once again, choose your poison hole here. You can throw about the first 280 of the hole unobstructed whatsoever, and at that point, you need to start choosing your gap if you're going to come in from the far right or you're going to come in at the center.
There is a Mando tree right here too.
Yep, that should be noted that these guys do need to stay on the right side of the Mando to avoid potential issue with walkers and bikers that could be on the path there.
Yes, now when I've played this, the Mando was not in play.
So the day prior, I played this for MP40 and almost aced it.
Really? Well
let's
done.
go.
That's a great shot.
I started hot. I went seven down on the first 7 holes.
Chilly. You were feeling it, bud. Noah's kind of showing that that's the most probably traditional play there. It's just throwing it right at that brown sign that you can just see and just trying to have it push as far as it can and just get one down to the circle.
Yeah, once you get into these trees, it's difficult to fly it straight through.
Yeah, it's a nice grove with no overgrown rough, but lots of obstruction.
Yeah. This ends up being a circle 2 putter's paradise out here, where guys who can really drain long putts, like Marty. He didn't make that one, but he's definitely one of those guys. Can definitely get strokes on this hole, and it seems to be more about making a good putt than making a fantastic drive on this hole.
Luke taking his time, couple pumps. Oh.
And it's so heartbreaking because he made the correction from the last putt. He added a tiny bit more spin and just runs him right up to the top there.
Oh, and sit down. Yeah, a little tester comeback here, but nothing Noah shouldn't be able to handle.
No, but the putting struggles have definitely been a highlight here so far for these guys. It seems like all of our players are throwing the disc really well. And it's just coming down to who can get the disc to stay in the bucket.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like all of these guys are playing better than their score showed right now. Unfortunate double there, take them into the positive there on the scoreboard. But a lot of golf left to be played, and he's a competitor.
That's right.
It's definitely been an uncharacteristic on the putting green.
Look at that form, though. All right, so moving back onto the actual course itself, Monster here, Monster 17. This hole is only 265 feet long, but tons of difficulty. As you can see there, you can be 18 feet from the basket and deep inside of a bush. So you definitely want to stay on the left side here. The backhand play that Darrin's going for is quite rare, but can be rewarding if you get it slow enough.
Yeah, it's a touch shot.
Definitely a major pro level touch shot, and that's really quite good. You have to get a severe amount of turn on it backhand to get it to be parked, and that really brings in that right side rough.
Marty showing the forehand. Marty actually teaches a lot of people around here in the area how to forehand. He's got a really good.
It's a really clean form there. And speaking of clean form, Luke's forehand there was looking almost perfect. If he could have gotten that skip into the short grass, he might have had a nice little very close lie there.
Bullseye.
Yeah, Noah's thrown this forehand on this hole with that Firebird an unknown number of times, but it's a lot.
Yeah, he likes that Firebird, huh?
He does. He's very comfortable with them. It seems like he caught that left side tree. Yeah, and it did stop short and left there.
Got punished.
Yep. Long upshot, long jump putt coming up, but unobstructed.
Yep.
Those are in Noah's wheelhouse, though. He throws them in.
Absolutely, yeah.
Ooh.
There's a good putt connected.
Yeah,
from
low and left, but.
And he has been putting well also. Another one of our players that's been putting well, but just hasn't really made too much connection with the metal yet.
Ooh, and another nice one.
And there's Luke throwing that.
Yeah, that was a money shot right
fast
there.
Spinner right over the cage. That's where he likes to live. opposite of our man Darrin, who throws the nice lofty putt high at the chains and lets it fall.
Confident putt.
Yeah, and unfortunately Noah here is going to miss out on our star frame. Yeah, probably putting with a little anger there. That was a solid one. He knows his course well. He knows he's capable of shooting better.
It does seem that the wind is starting to pick up here, so that may have had something to do with maybe one or two of those longer putts, but we'll see. Okay. Moving on to the third temporary hole on this course. This is a par 4 700-foot hole. We're playing the short pad on this one only because there was a baseball event going on and that affects the long tee placement. You can see this dirt road here is one of the major OBs that you're going to have to contend with, but once you're about 680 feet down the hole, it becomes a lot easier to worry about.
Yeah, if you play from the longs here, it's closer to a 1,000-foot hole, and that baseball diamond OB does come into play.
Big time.
Yeah. That creek comes into, or concrete comes into play when you get down putting. A lot of times if you have a comeback putt, then
we got a big roller coming
gives
up.
you something to think about for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Loving this roller play from Marty.
Didn't look like it was going to stand up at first, but it did, and
wow,
ends up very nice.
Yeah, that's boomed. That's about as. I mean, I'm interested to see how far Luke's about to put this air shot, or maybe he just throws a roller too. But I would say that Marty's about as far as Luke can throw that air shot. I'm about to be proven wrong.
Those trees are almost 400. The ones on the right.
Yep. So he's got the angle down to throw the shape of the tree, and that's honestly, I believe that was intentional so that he could give himself as much room to the right as possible to not have to deal with the trees on the left in the second shot. Noah's got the same.
Oh yeah, some nice late turn.
Full flighted that, but he may have a little bit of stance issue there, or shul to deal with on that big tree there. We'll see. Darren's going very flat, playing that conk. He's just making sure that he's going to be over the concrete.
Ooh, it looks like he skipped right off of it.
Take a shot at the basket afterwards. Much more direct shot from Luke here.
Well, it looks like a
well done
short circle too, but it's putting.
Oh, Marty's got the mid-range of the putter play up flat.
Just
and that is as good as it gets.
Yeah, that's what you want to do.
Little soft hop on the concrete there. Ooh, Noah had to throw a very smart shot there to get that away from that and just run in that basket.
Yeah, almost too close for his speed of throw there.
So this is off of Darren's wide and flat second shot. He's looking at birdie here just outside the circle. Safe bet. That's kind of his miss. If he's going to miss, he's going to be next to the basket, and that's why he's always so close to par or under par. That's kind of his game plan.
Oh, Noah gave it a good run.
Yeah, that's where that creek comes into play, or OB.
Right, really illustrates that comeback putt. Starts to make you a little bit nervous.
Especially the further away you are, to put more speed on the disc.
Mm-hmm. And Luke has got a really nice pace on that spinner now. He's not throwing it super hard. It's got a ton of spin. I think he's getting really dialed in here.
Yeah, easy cleanup for par.
Marty for birdie.
Look at that. Work smarter, not harder, folks.
Huh.
Got basically threw the frisbee shot on that second throw. Threw it to the guy down the beach.
Yep.
Had
Hey,
the
catch.
nice little concrete skip, and there he is, only 18 feet away.
All right. Now we hop over to the OG course.
That's right. So now we're gonna move what is geographically the next, not the next closest hole, but this is on the original hole C. It's a par 3, 290-foot hole featuring this giant pine tree, basically. The basket's gonna be 22 feet directly behind it, and over the years it's grown up quite wide, and you've got bushes on either side to contend with. So you really do get to choose your shot here. You'll see people throwing backhands, forehands, short and long.
Yeah, this is a must birdie hole. Just length, and it's not that difficult. You just have to play over the trees.
Yep. And it actually ends up kind of being one of those holes that you love seeing these guys play, because it does actually get some good separation. because of all the little things that it's got going on.
Yeah, little nuances.
And the turnover shot's an interesting choice for this hole.
Yeah, I thought that one was cool.
It looked like it was making a nice
It's
run, but
just
just came up a
such a
little
good
short.
spot to be too. And as the disc flies, once you get clear of that bush there on the right, there is a fair amount of space, and they've cut more space on the right there, so that unless you're throwing over the top, as Noah's illustrating here, of that bush on the left, there's actually more space to throw that backhand flex, or probably in your case, Chili, just a left-handed.
Yeah, hyzer line. Yep.
mhm.
Yeah, I like this hole.
Gives it a
Yeah,
good run.
I nearly
About
aced
45
it.
or so.
Had to tap in.
Dude, you were still on fire then, it sounds
Yeah,
like, through this
yeah.
point in the course. Well
Yeah.
done, Chili. Luke's got the spinner up
Ooh.
and in. He's dialed. He's absolutely dialed
Yeah,
right
have
now.
a day, young man.
As long as he gets himself near abouts the circle, I think he's going to have a run here. Let's see if Darrin can punch one in.
I just didn't quite commit on that.
No. Had the right loft, just didn't get the right amount of rotations on there.
Yeah, he was looking at his hand. Something went wrong. I do that. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I also like to blame my hands for my missed putts. Too.
Like it's not part of my body. Yeah, I don't know this guy.
It wasn't just
Who brought-
user
who brought
error.
these?
Yeah. Never heard of him.
Nothing wrong with the.
And unfortunate front nine there for Noah, but he is a shooter and he knows these courses well, and he has a lot of golf left to play. And there we see Luke cashing in the long one there. Great way to end the front nine. And let's take a quick look at the leaderboard here. Cody Sears at a neg 7, Derek Blue neg 6, and then we see some of our competitors there. So yeah, guys, it's been a great front nine from the Massasauga Open. We'll be seeing a lot of both of these courses over the next 54 holes. And yeah, hey guys, before we get out of here, you guys want to add anything?
Yeah, like, share, subscribe to the Nate Davis channel, and come back and check out the next round.
Yeah, I'm excited to see these guys bring it home on this combo course, and I think we're going to see a lot more good golf.
Yeah, a lot of golf left, and we will be back. But hey, in the meantime, get out and throw, because you never know where your next throw may take you.